It was a busy day at the old courthouse on the hill.
I got her in to see what's going on.
To celebrate the more than year-long renovation of Papillion City Hall, an open house was held.
Cool are those?
For a few hours, families made their way through the newly raised ceiling hallways, across the refurbished original tile floors, up and down the old classic stairways, and all around the now 100-year-old building.
We had 4 council members on both sides.
Deputy City Administrator Phil Green, who oversaw the project, served as kind of a docent,
This is the original tile floor.
highlighting the work done and what folks should see on the tour of the building.
Mayor's office, and the mayor's office is open as well.
One of the biggest highlights for nearly everyone was heading up to the old Sarpy County Jail.
Lock me up.
For some, it was a return trip
It was a long time ago.
after visiting during their 4th grade year for Pioneer Days.
I want to go to jail.
Oh yeah, especially not on that one.
For others, it was their first time.
He said, don't forget to go upstairs and see the jail. I was like, what? This is so cool.
Once the open house ended, it was time for the ribbon cutting.
Thanks for coming. This has been a great project. I think there was one point in time, I don't know, in the mid-70s or 80s, I think there was actually some discussion of taking this building down and moving the Civic Center to 84th and 370, where the dirt work's now being done for a new development. I'm glad whoever was thinking about that failed, but it's been in the comprehensive plan for a while. And with the growth we've been having, the building was not working. It was old, it was leaking, it was bad. City Council agreed to do a renovation of the project. And so we spent a couple of years doing the design, and really want to thank staff. We did not use a professional architect for space planning. It was the staff came together, figured out the design, and they really just had a couple of constraints. One was every department had to reconfigure to have room for one more person for future growth. Whether they were going to get it or not, didn't matter. And the other one was when you walked into the building, it still had to feel like the old building. What's unique about Steve is he grew up here. His mom worked in this building. Steve was a former police chief. He worked in the building. So he's got the history from the family side from working here and as a council member. So Steve, you want to share a little bit from your unique perspective?
If you start on the 3rd floor, my grandfather was Sarpy County Sheriff. So his office was on the 3rd floor of this building long before I was around. And of course, other than his office, he was responsible for the jail up above that. It's all been cleaned out, and I'm sure it's always a big thing. Everybody wants to see the old jail for one reason or the other. And speaking of jails, if any of you want, I want to make this point, if any of you want to get away from your spouse for a little bit, or maybe have a place of solitude, give me a call because I have the only keys to the jail. But I appreciate all your hard work, and I appreciate you all coming to see this because it sure means a lot to me. Thanks, man.
And this is the 100th anniversary of this building being built. And we've been notified. We were able to get it on the state historical registry, and the sign didn't come in, but the big iron historical marker sign we'll have out there. But one of the things that's been important to Papillion is we did it with the 150th. Honor your past, look forward to your future. It's not an either or.
It is a rare occurrence to be able to take a 100-year-old building, work on it, and get it ready for the next 100 years. And so this will be something that for the rest of my life and hopefully for generations to come, we'll look back on and be excited about. And again, as you walk through the building, if you've not been through it before, you really will see a mixture of the old and the new. It's completely gutted, new electrical, new plumbing, new mechanical throughout the whole building. There is lots of network cabling that was run. We tried as best we could to put cabling on every single wall because if anything happens over time, it's that people move out, you rearrange, new departments go in different places, and so you have to be prepared for the future.
Here, my driver's license back in the 60s when it was a courthouse. And somebody reminded me today, he says, well, you signed up for the draft, didn't you? I said, yeah. Guess where? Here. I didn't want to remember that part. But anyway, it's been a real pleasure working with the city team here and doing this project, and it turned out just gorgeous. So Hope everybody appreciates it.
It is my great pleasure to say, on behalf of the Sarpy Chamber staff, our members, and board of directors, congratulations on
Thank
your
you.
beautiful remodel.
Thank you.
And this is the time that we've all been waiting for, right? So we're going to do nice and big over
You guys do
the
it.
ribbon.
Countdown.
Oh, yes.
We're gonna do it together.
So we're going to smile. Everybody get in here and smile. Everybody look
I
and
don't
smile.
want to have any sharp objects here.
Don't cut yet. Nice smiles. And because I like to do things in a big way, you all are going to help me count them down. So from 3, 2, 1, cut. Yes. We did it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wonderful.
For Papillion Now, I'm Michael Severe.
We do have refreshments inside. There's nice cold water up on the second floor. There's some cookies up there as well. So please come on in, enjoy yourself. Look around if you haven't had an opportunity to do that yet.